Okay, we are back at it with part 2 of Amy's life journey. It's finally blue skies. Yeah, it's finally blue skies part 2. We did drink of the day. It is an adult beverage. Check that out in the beginning of part 1, and we are going to get into it. So we're only going to do a little bit more of this, and I figured we would do kind of like a foodie beauty update, get into what's going on with her. There's a lot of people that did the videos, nothing interesting. We're just going to kind of cover some of the vocal points of what's going on, what's shaking, supposedly coming up, and let's go ahead and get right back into where we left off like I promised. We're going to do a snack of the day and a whole video of itself. There was a pop-up bakery in town, so that's why we have no snacks. So we're going to do next video that, and then I ask in the community tab. We do have a community tab. Check that out. If you're not new, or excuse me, if you're new to what a community tab is, you can only look for it on your phones. Go to the, the Kaya Simon's Life, and then up top, it'll say community. I'll post little snippets as you guys, should we do this? Do you want me to try this? What's shaking? If I got something new going on. It's kind of like a text option almost. Just like you can comment, but it's like a quick, sometimes we have voting of what video we want to do, etc. But that is what a community tab. I know it's silly, but I do have some people that, are new to my channel and new to a lot of this YouTube stuff that I mentioned, what is what. So that's what a community tab is. Go to Kaya Simon's Life, click that on your phone, and then it'll say up at the top, it's where like videos and stuff are. It'll say community. And like I said, it's just kind of like a little clip it. We vote and do different things. So that's what a community tab is, and let's go ahead and get into it. We are going to mention, I went through Foodie's community tab, but there's nothing new. That's where she goes in a lot of her rants. But let's finish this off strong. We're only going to do like a couple more minutes, and then we're going to get into our Foodie chat. So, yeah, if you're here for that, we're literally just going to finish off. Check out part 1 of this Amy video, and we're going to leave off right where we left off.
So much for myself, and that's it.
As I mentioned in part 1, her volume is horrific. It's terrible. So it's not me. I've got it up, turned up, as loud as it'll go. So let's get into it.
I'm not going to continue to keep having this conversation over and over and over. Like, this is it. This is the only reason I'm talking about it today is because I put the last clip in of me going around and giving the donations. Somebody says, well, it's nice that you're giving out other people's money as the donation. You're absolutely right. We came together and we donated money. Somebody says, well, you did not put no money towards it. Well, I was given $100 to my family to keep. I took that 100 and I put it in the donation pot. Again, we could sit here tit for tat and, try and sit and take out everybody's little piece and part. And one give is not any less of a gift. Like, I got a donation from somebody for $1.25. Does that mean that donation doesn't mean anything because it wasn't equivalent to the $15 or the $10 or the $100 donation? No. Whatever somebody could give is what they could give, and that is great.
It's like, why does she she's just talking around and around. Like I said, when Amy talks, it's like she dumps more fuel on the fire. Let it be. You're not going to win. People are going to argue with you. Like, it's like she's just backing herself into a corner more. It makes you not believe. It's like, it makes you not believe, like, you keep sticking on this. It's like you're trying to cover something up almost.
Badmouth somebody that is trying to do good for somebody just because maybe you feel guilty because you didn't help. Now, that is its own problem, and that's between you.
Now, wait a minute. This is what okay, so you feel guilty because you didn't help. Why are you going to talk to your subscribers like that? Maybe some people couldn't help. That's what I was talking about in the first video I thought we passed. You feel guilty because you couldn't help. So you're going to shame your viewers because they couldn't help. Some people aren't working. That's the comment I thought we passed over that I was talking about in the first video. You feel guilty because you couldn't help? Why would you even say that to people? Like, this is what I'm saying. You're backing yourself more in a corner. You feel guilty because you couldn't help. Some people can't help. Not everybody's pedal pushing everything on YouTube like you are. Come on now.
You and yourself. But don't sit there and say, I did not donate when I took $100 that was given to me and I gave that up to a family.
So technically you didn't donate. Somebody gave you that.
Needed extra help. I did that because
you didn't donate. You donated somebody else's money. That didn't come out of your pockets. That wasn't your YouTube money or your money from all the stuff you peddle push. Yeah, I get it's a donation to her, but that didn't come directly. Yes, somebody gave it to her. I get that, but that didn't come directly out of her pockets. Come on now.
because I wanted to also put money in, and I didn't feel right keeping that money that was given to me and my family when I knew there was families out there that were in need. So that is why I took that 100 and I gave it to the families that we were donating to.
As you should have if people were donating. If it was her plan to come up with this, as she should have donated, if people on her channel did, she should have threw something with that, I feel.
By the way,
you're saying it's your channel and everybody then donate with them. Don't do a good deed that your subscribers did and make it all came from you and your channel. And like I mentioned in the first one, yes, it's amazing to help people. Don't get past the message. What I'm saying is, if you're, it came from your channel and as you should have donated. It was your idea.
There are tons of people who help a lot, but they don't seek attention like you do. They just help without waiting for glory for what they do. If you purely did it from your heart, you wouldn't care and watch those reaction videos because it wouldn't matter to you. Unfortunately, you want to seek the attention so much that if anyone says their opinion, it bugs you instantly.
I agree.
Okay, so, again, I'm not looking for attention, but I had to record myself to prove myself. Because if I didn't do that, guess what you would be saying now? Well, she didn't prove herself because she didn't record it. So nobody knows if she gave the money or not. So I'm wrong either way, whether it's I recorded me giving it.
And I mean, not to be crazy, I mentioned this in the first one. I don't want to keep saying that, but she could have put a $5, $10 Walmart cart. Like I said, it gets sticky when you go giving your money to somebody. And then, I mean, I'm not being mean. Like I said, let's not get past the message here. Helping people is truly amazing. But nobody does genuinely know what's... she could say all day, I put $50 card in there, but... nobody knows. She could have got $5, $10, $20 cards. You don't know you really don't know. That's why I said it becomes sticky.
I wanted to have that proof from behind my back because I knew people were going to say it. Or I don't, and I get accused falsely of keeping the donations because I have nothing to prove of me giving donations. So either way around it, I'm not going to win in your comment. I'm not looking for attention because I'm looking at reaction channels. I'm not watching the reaction channels. There have been clips that have been sent to me. I watch them and then I'm like, really? People, come on. That's what bugs me is, and I guess what also bugs me in that whole scenario too is when I did this and when I started this, it was all so innocent because I wanted this to be something that was pure and had nothing negative around it, but people have made it so negative that it's sad that people have made it about themselves, not even about me, but about themselves.
You're feeding into it.
Victims because they're all saying that I'm stealing people's money, and in reality, you have no proof that I've stolen anybody's money. If anything, I've given all the proof that I haven't given money. But again, you'll find any way, shape or form to color
that I haven't. What are you talking? That's what I'm saying. What are you talking?
So it doesn't matter how honest I am, you will always see me as a liar, and that's fine. That's your choice.
Look at this film. I mean, 1 minute she's up here.
Post this, but I'm going to say it anyway because it's how I feel. If somebody approached you randomly and told you they were collecting money to help the needy, would you just open your wallet and give them money? Right there, Amy. Wouldn't you ask for some information from them first, like how exactly they are going to use the money, who were they giving it to and where. For some, identification were they associated with a registered charity or asked to see proof if they said they were. Or would you just hand over your money? I guarantee that would not. I would not. You were asking people to do exactly what everybody is being warned and advised not to do. Give their money to uncredited random people.
I agree.
Who say they are collecting for the needy and for good causes. People are scammed every day, Amy. Everybody is being warned to be careful about and whom to they donate. But you get very angry and defensive when people ask you questions. That makes people suspicious.
I agree.
One great piece of advice I can share with you is never ask for other people's money unless you are prepared to be scrutinized and cured. And always make sure you can provide formal records of how every single cent was spent, verified by a lawyer or accountant.
I
agree. That way you
agree.
protect yourself. Yes, you can go and do things to help the needy, Amy. You can do that privately. Not everything needs to be videoed
I
and posted
agree.
on social media, unless your motivation is to use it to gain money or public praise.
I agree
or to grow your
100%.
channel. People who volunteer and help the needy never record what they do to protect their identity and privacy of the people they are helping. You would never be allowed to record any voluntary work for that reason. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of go through that. First things first.
First things first. What? Look at her. Look at the look on her face. Why are you so bothered right now and triggered when they were looking out for you when they said that? They're 100% right. Just like the comment I asked you guys in the beginning, excuse me, the first video, where the person said they have an actual nonprofit charity. Every donation needs a receipt. If you don't have a 501c3, you need to pay taxes on all donations. Look how triggered and mad she is by this person's comment. Look, she's brewing in her head what to say. Let's see here first off.
I understand what you're saying about if random people walked up to me and asked me to donate money. Okay. First and foremost, I wasn't walking up to anybody and asking people randomly for their money.
First off, do you know these people?
What has been going on in my area. I was explaining how things were hurting certain people and they were evicted out of their homes. And I shared what I was wanting to do, and I was trying to figure out ways that, you know, we can help more people. And this is something that I came up with, was collecting donations on behalf of my PayPal so that I can go and buy gift cards for these families that are in my area and give them a card to let them know.
Look at this filming. It's like we're up, down, all around.
Being thought of, okay? So when I asked for the donations, I didn't specifically say I need everybody to donate to me. I said if you feel led to, I can
feel led to. If you feel like,
then welcome to
like
post
what
a donation if you would like. It was people's choice. They did if they wanted, and they didn't if they didn't want to. It wasn't like I was forcing anybody to give me their money. And quite frankly, for the amount of money that was donated, I would be paying triple the amount to get a lawyer to cover the amount of money that was donated. I had $301 total to donate. Why in the world would I go get a lawyer for $300? I mean,
So wait a minute. So that's okay. $301. So if she got gift cards, that must be where the 25 cents comes into play. How would they have been for 50, 25, all of them? I don't know, you guys. I just feel like I said, I don't want to keep, saying, but I don't know. I just don't trust this girl with money. She's always peddling something. And like I said, excuse me, don't miss the point here. I mean, it's amazing if that is sincerely what she was trying to do. But like the other people said, you don't need recognition to, a tell-pat to just do it. I don't know. Something just rubs me the wrong way with this. It's just she jumps at every sponsorship. She's always trying to peddle something, and I get she has kids to take care of. That's not what I'm saying. Make your money. I'm all about make your money, but like I said, she's had, with the moving thing, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, it gets sticky giving somebody else your money and see
yes,
where this went.
a nice donation, but it's not like we're talking in the thousands. Now, if I was getting donations and we were talking like getting into the thousands, you're right. There would need to be accountability and credibility, and there would need to be somebody from the outside looking over this whole situation. But that wasn't the case, and I know.
Sorry to keep pausing, but I bet she would not have thought of anything of a lawyer if somebody wouldn't mention this. I don't think she dots her I's and covers her T's. I think she, and like I said, she might mean well, but it's just like the Starbucks thing. Somebody's going to comment they like that cup, and she's going to be, oh, I'll make you one, and doesn't realize, that it's licensed merchandise. Just what Jen wanting to do the Baby Yodas. That is a Disney trademark. You cannot just go making. I've been at concerts and seen them snatch whole tables, whole booths, t-shirts, keychains, and things that weren't licensed band merchandise. That's just how life goes. It's trademarked.
Wouldn't get to that. So that's why I wasn't really too worried about it. About videotaping, and that kind of goes into the same thing I was just saying. If I wouldn't have videotaped, I would have had people bitching because I didn't videotape and I had no way of proving where the money went.
It's almost over, guys.
I'm being accused that I'm trying to get attention, and I want people to praise me for what I've done. In the videos, if you listen very clearly, I stated my YouTube channel all came together and donated money so we could help families out. So that's why I recorded
Why are you talking to your people like they are idiots? Why would you talk to people that just don't, why would you talk? I would not come at you guys like that. Why? That was so unnecessary. That just made her look silly as can be and was so unnecessary. You were talking to your people like that just donated. Don't address the haters, but you just talk to your people like that donated. I would be disgusted. Why would you talk to people like they are dumb? That was uncalled for. Does it sound, do you get it if I talk like that? Because I'm sure she'll watch this. These, we've disappeared from over here for a while now, and it's like it's the same. There's some drama brewing. It's got to do with her. She's talking to people crazy. It's like we never left.
I posted up what I did when I did was because I did it for my protection, to show you guys. Not fair.
Okay, so we're going to get into one more clip here. We're not going to, basically, excuse me, she just goes on with the rant, but there's one thing I want to catch. Check this out, what she says.
Prove my points to people that are not going to take the points because they really don't care. They just want to keep poking because they know it's funny. It's not funny. It's really sad that people are out there that
we're almost at the end, guys. I know she's one of those like Jen that just talks and talks, and it's like, dude, you've been on the same thing for 20 minutes, but there is a point that I want to get. Hopefully we're right at the end, but listen now, we just went through this. Listen what she slides in right quick.
For entertainment of their own self. But there's sick people out there, and unfortunately I'm starting to see more of them, and it's really sad. But like I said, after today's video, I'm pretty much going to be cutting into doing day vlogs again. I'm not going to commit to how many days I'm going to vlog. I think I'm just going to kind of go day by day right now and see how things are going. Like I said, with the kids starting school Tuesday, Jeremiah already being in school, it's going to be a busy, couple of weeks of just trying to get everything in order and us all into a great routine. But it's going to happen and it's going to work great. And during that time, I'd love to take you guys along for the ride.
Exactly, the drive and the ride.
It is what it is. We're doing what we can do.
The drive and the ride. So, listen what she says here in a second. So, the drive and the ride. So, it's going to be the same old nonsense. Sitting in the van, riding around, driving around. I think that is absolutely boring. But, listen what she says. Now, she done went on these people and threw a fit. Now, listen what she slides in right here.
Sit back and relax, and hopefully you'll enjoy what you see. I am doing everything I can to work on getting a new camera for vlogging. Right now I'm using my phone that I've told you guys a million times does not hardly work anymore. The audio sounds awful. So if anybody would like to donate to Amy for a new camera, gotcha. No, but
if anybody would like to donate for Amy to a new camera. Wow, she slid, sorry, my eyes are adjusting the light. She slid that in right quick, didn't she? I'm speechless. I wouldn't have the gonads to come at you guys. So, let's see, we just asked people to help donate for a charity. But I've been vlogging with my phone that I only sit in the chair and I only film. Amy's out here like she's backpacking the mountain Alps and she's scuba diving underwater. She needs a fancy camera or GoPro or something to get all these shots and angles. Dude, first off, you sit in the chair, you sit in the van. What do you need a fancy camera when you don't get out that van and you sit in this same office chair? Get out of Dodge. I am like, when she said that, I skimmed through this and I was like, no. Sorry, this cord is on my foot. No freaking way. She just threw a little fit and talked to people like this. And then if somebody wants to help get me a new camera, you gotta be crap in my canoe. Let's go ahead and get in. That's all I can, that's cool with. I'm done. Over it. So let's move right along on and we will talk about Foodie Beauty and what has been shaken. So, Foodie Beauty's been wearing magnetic eyelashes. I did a video. Amber Lynn's talked about them. Check out my magnetic eyelash video if you haven't, but let me slide you guys back up. I know I keep moving, but it's like when I have, so Amber's been talking about these magnetic eyelashes. Of course, Foodie in her video says the other day, oh, I love these magnetic eyelashes. Copycat. This girl cannot come up with anything original herself. Was looking for lights and stuff. Water lights. Come on now. She has to copy Amber Lynn, Jen, all of them. All recycle each other's stuff. Nobody can think of an idea, so they watch other YouTubers and then they come up. So everybody's did a fall Halloween. Now Foodie's got some Torrid on the way. Get out of here. Sorry, I got my notes over here. In her Popeyes video, it was very grumpy. Check it out. Everybody covered it. She pours salt on the mac and cheese and the fast food. I was like, yuck. I cannot imagine how salty Popeyes macaroni and cheese is. Yes, I've had it, but it's been a while. To pour salt on fast food, I wanted to throw up. Was like, you really just poured macaroni and cheese is already salty from the salt, but you really just poured salt on it. I'm looking at my notes here. She talks about she's more of a nighttime person than a daytime. I think that stems from the depression. She knows she can sneak around and lurk at night with the fast food places. Crap, use the restroom all over the place. I think in the daytime she knows she's got to deal with the real world versus at nighttime everybody's asleep. You're not going to see your grandma in the nighttime. I don't care what you're saying. I don't believe that. My grandma likes to do things in the afternoon, go to the store, etc. She does not want to roach around and kick it at night. Absolutely not. She says her grandma's a nighttime person, but you're not taking her to the store at night. I don't believe any of that. I believe that her depression has got so bad, she's not happy with night life, and she knows at night she can lurk around. And her fantasy bubble, she can stream, and this is where we're getting into next. She wanted $50 in a live stream to kiss Pete's. She ended up getting 20 or 25. Why would you ask your people? So now we're e-begging. We're e-begging for more food money or decor money. Pete's is your ex-boyfriend. You really charged your viewers for that. I thought was absolutely ridiculous. Community tab and her picture, her thumbnail. She's still using her filter, but she's happy with herself. That picture is filtered to high heavens. Ever since she started her channel, she's never looked like that. That is a filtered picture, but yet she's happy with herself. The pickles she did during the stir fry video. Who in the world wants birthday cake pickles? You guys know I love unique stuff, and I am down to try everything, but I think I'm fine with a sweet pickle, a dill pickle, or a spicy pickle. I don't need my pickles to taste like birthday cake or Dr. Pepper. I think that's absolutely disgusting. I think that crosses a line. She's back on Instagram. A couple people mentioned in her community tab that she is giving them whiplash. And then somebody left a comment saying that Foodie Beauty, when is the last time you felt or looked happy? Of course, she comments back. Excuse me. She's swift to comment back and say, I'm very happy. I don't believe that. I cannot see how you eat, sleep, use the restroom, repeat. Eat, sleep, use the restroom, repeat. I don't care who you are, that's got to get boring after a while. But like I said, it's like a drug addict trying to get their fix. She's waiting to go out at night, and that's why I think it's all about at night. It's a fantasy camp. It's a fantasy land. Everybody else, the drive-thrus, there are less people in the parking lot. She can use the restroom out and about like a wild animal. And it's a fantasy land to her. She can do her live streams, get her donations. She doesn't have to deal with the real world, the rest of the world. In her Halloween haul video, she had a pumpkin, a big pumpkin, said there was a crack in it. I didn't see any crack. She said, I got 30% off. Is she the Karen in the store that is like, this has a scuff? Which I'm totally for it, you know, which these aren't. But say something has a big crack, most definitely. But I didn't see any crack in the video. I think she's trying to keep up with Amber Lynn, trying to keep up with everybody else. And you know, I think it's silly. You don't have regular decorations. Why would you buy fall stuff? I think that's absolutely crazy. We're going to be seeing these pumpkins after till Christmas. They're going to be up around till New Year's. Mark my word. Not to be mean, she needs intensive, serious counseling. She is just feeding into her addiction right now, and she's pretending like she's happy. And no, if you're new to this video, this is still the same drink that I'm on. So no, I'm not drunk buzz talking. But if you're new to me, and I hate to keep saying this, but I'm recovering addict, and she's feeding right into addict behavior. I'm happier in the nighttime. I am totally a creature of the night. I have narcolepsy. Sometimes I fall asleep and take naps, so therefore I'm awake. But I think you have to have a balance between the night and day. not everywhere's open during, the nighttime. And I think, like I said, it's her way to stay in her fantasy bubble, go through. Sorry, I'm trying to finish this because we have a taste test. Yeah, we have a pop-up bakery dessert taste test next. That's why we haven't been doing snack of the day. We did a drink of the day in the beginning of Amy video, and then in Jen we did do a non-alcoholic beverage. But we're going to do a taste test video up next, and we might do Amber. She just put out a new video, but like I said, I do think that in the nighttime, she can drive through the fast food places. Not a bunch of people are around. She can hide. Does she have anxiety? Probably. I'm not, taking away from that, but she's going to cause more anxiety hiding. I've been through this. I've had agoraphobia. The more you hide, the worse it gets to go out and about. So she's digging the hole further. I hate to say it. She's totally making it worse by hiding. I don't care what she says. I do feel like she's hiding, and she's just shutting away the rest of the world to, satisfy that feeling of, I can go around to the drive-thru. We don't have googly eyes in the car. Not as many people watching. She's late night beezing, as she would say. So therefore, that gives her an excuse with her subscribers. So you guys know what I mean. I'm sure you guys all get it. But she's just digging the hole deeper. I'm not being mean, but she does look way... You guys, she just has been eating nonstop. She's back to the clothes. She keeps beefing this Vlogtober thing up. Check out my Foodie Beauty parody video from last Halloween. I did the Cheesegate. I'm not going to mention anything else. It's super funny. If you're new, I've did a Foodie Beauty parody. I've did an Amber Lynn parody. I've did an Amy's Life Journey parody. There's nothing derogatory. I'm not making fun of them. They're all comedy skits, so check it out if you haven't seen it. But we may have some interesting things popping this Halloween, depending what shakes. Alright, you guys, I'm not going to keep you any longer. We're going to do our pop-up bakery taste test. Maybe step into the wild world of Amber Lynn. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the like button. It's free, guys, and it helps our little channel out. The more we grow, the more I can give back to you guys. Leave me a comment, even if it's emoji. But I do honestly want to know what you guys' thoughts are. Do you believe the daytime spill, or do you also think that it just gives her time to hide and be in her own little bubble and roach around in her car and go to fast food joint after fast food joint, use the restroom like a wild animal in nature, and she doesn't have to deal with anyone, and that is happy for her at the moment. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, great night, depending when you're watching this, and Kaya out.